Okay, so today I just want you to mock up a one turn of your turn-based game. I know some of you have got CCGs, and I know some of you have got board-based, but I want the simplest representation of a turn you can create. And here's an example from my own GDD4 Duels of the Planeswalkers. So this is something I've created for the programmers and the art team. It's the simplest representation of the arch enemy lobby. Obviously, it's so complicated anyway that I wanted to make sure I'd simplified it. So in this GDD, there's various examples. This is coming from the art department, showing how the campaign ladder will work or the brand new game mode. So really the point is that you want the most, there's this campaign ladder, you want the most simplified version. So here's some simplified versions of the customization, the deck customization system. And so it's really got to be readable and simple for the other departments. This is kind of what I'm trying to teach today. So I've just opened up Unreal. I've just opened up a blank project. It's actually brought in the starter content, which is a bit stupid. So I'll just quickly show you. This is a way you're not building your game in Unreal. It's just a simple way of visualizing. Okay, so I'll just quickly show you how to do this. So for instance, if you're making a board game, so if we have a look, I've got the hex grid PNG here, which I'll give you, or if I can remember to give you. So what I'll do is I'll just create a folder here called Andy. All we're using this for is a quick mock-up tool, which is, I'll show you how to do it. It's quite useful. So if I drag in the hex grid, and then if I right click and create material, yeah, and then save all that. So see, now we've got kind of hex grid in 3D. So what I can do now is, I can put a cylinder in to represent one of my players, which is a bit of a weird shape, so I'm just going to scale it. And so if you press end, it drops it onto the floor for you. So, and if I want this to be the player, let's make it green. So if I can create a new material, green, and then I'll just double click that, and then if you press 3, I think it doesn't work. F3, no. So it's constant. It's vector 3 constant, I believe. Vector. Oh, good grief. Vector 3. Constant 3 vector. Okay, so this represents color. So you've got red, green, blue. So if I just click on here, and then I can turn it to green and go like that, and then it doesn't do anything. Okay, it's not actually working. It's probably because I'm not doing it properly there. Okay, so that's green. Move that tab along. And I can just apply that there. So now you've got a green main character. You can make another one of these and make it red using the same system. And what I really do here is I'll just go to my snipping tool, and then I'll just basically snip this area. And so what I can do then is I can go into Photoshop, and then if I go File, New, I've got the image there, and then what I can start doing is I can start annotating this. So if I choose my pencil, and I've got my color is black, so let's make it red. And then I can basically go put an arrow, and then using the text button, which is here, I can then type, this is where the potatoes live. Is that how you spell potatoes? And so you've got your font up here, and you've got your size here, and you can sort of double click and adjust this. But this should give you all the tools you need. And then I find it's a lot easier just to do this. You can re-snip this. So I'm just using the snipping tool again. and then what I'll do here is I just basically paste it in here, and then put underneath this is turn 1. So it's just a really clean way of just quickly showing how your turn-based system would work. And some of you will be saying, well, what about CCGs? So again, if we just go back here, and then you could create a cube, put it down the bottom of the screen. It depends how you're going to be creating that, but basically, again, use your snipping tool. If I get off, just select off that. And obviously, actually, that's nonsense because you don't want a card that's 5 meters thick. Okay. So you can have that effectively make it look like it's the bottom of on the bottom of your screen, or however you want to do it. But I just want, you want to really make it as simple as possible, and just show me a turn. So what happens? You play this card. What does it do? So again, if I take that into Photoshop, paste that in there, and then you can basically go, if I play this card against this enemy here, let's say we've got an enemy there, then this will happen. And so using the snipping tool again, we can paste that back into here. And then put, if I use this card, etc. You get the idea. And as I said before, you can also, if you go to something like ArtStation, let's quickly take a snip of this. Actually, for some reason it's gone a bit weird. Right, so let's just take a snip of that, and let's say that you are in fact. So you can move this over make it look like it's part of the card. I don't know why it's moved back over there, but anyway, you see what I mean? So and you can scale that to fit you make it look like a card. You're playing a rock. Obviously, you'd adjust it so that it fits the card. Anyway, so really, I just want to see a turn. I want to see what happens in a turn, whether it be a collectible card game or board-based game, so we can understand how it will actually play. And that's some examples, quick examples of how you'd actually do that. And I'll need to remember to give you this X grid. Okay.